Hey guys, good evening. So welcome to our channel V2V, and you just follow our channel in Telegram, guys. So in the each and every materials which are updated in Telegram only, you just like our pages, and if you want the link, it's available in the description, guys. So here day 13 related for TCS NQT 2021. So based on the interest concept, so you can calculate it interest based on the either simple or compound. First of all, please confirm, guys, is clear audio and video. You just like our pages, and if you want just copy the link and share to your friends. Now the session is started. So due to the some problem, yesterday session was not going, and today topic is related for interest. Just confirm, guys, is clear audio and video. Just share this link to your friends. Just tell to your friends that the session is already started. Okay, so without any delay we start our session. See, first of all, today's topic related based on the calculus of interest. See, generally what is the meaning of interest? So interest means paying extra amount. So paying an extra amount, paying any extra amount we can call it as interest. So we are paying an interest in two types, guys. So first one, so calculated based on the simple manner and based on the compound. So these are the two important calculation. So if you're calculating any extra amount, see, so the topic, the most important topic to calculate any interest, that is simple interest and a compound interest. Okay, let's see that. What is the concept of simple interest? Just observe, guys. So what are the important parameters of simple interest? First, we know the formula of simple interest. Simple interest is exactly equal to P into T into R by 100. Okay. So what is the meaning of P? So P can be defined as principal. Okay. What is the meaning of principal? Generally, what is the amount we can call it as a principal? Most of the students, they think that sir, initial amount is equal to principal. So those we can call it as a principal amount. See, guys, principal means we cannot say that initial amount or something. So simply if any amount related for principal, the beautiful definition of any principal, we can say that borrowing an amount. If any amount which is borrowing, definitely the term is related for principal. Sir, what is the difference between the borrowing amount and initial amount? For example, so I have 100 rupees. After such a duration, the value of 100 always be the constant. For example, I am taking 100 rupees from yourself. I want to repay means I need to pay an extra amount. So I need to pay an extra amount means those amount we can call it as a borrowing amount. Why? Because any principal, it creates some extra amount. So those amount we can call it as a borrowing amount. That's why, guys, initial amount is not a principal amount. If you want to say principal, the definition of principal amount, we can say that the borrowing amount. So that is we called as a principal. Interest means paying extra amount, paying extra amount to that principal. Paying extra amount to that principal is exactly defined as a simple interest, that we called as a interest. See, principal means borrowing amount, interest means paying extra amount to that principal, we can call it as a interest. And total interest, how much we need to pay extra. So how much we need to pay extra amount, the term we decided the value of R. So that's why R can be defined as rate of interest. Rate of interest, that's why we can define as R percentage per annum. So the extra amount is based on the calculation of R value only. The extra amount we need to decide means that is completely depends on R value. And finally the time T. So time T can be defined as duration, that is why called as a time period. So time period, it is a T, guys. Clear? Okay. So this is the important, we know that formula is simple interest is equal to PTR by 100. PTR means P is equal to principal, like a borrowing amount, time period, rate of interest, and simple interest means paying extra amount to the basic principal, we can call it as a simple interest. Clear? Is clear? These are the different terminologies we are using in the concept of simple interest. Now see, guys, so this is the first amount. Next one, let me understand the part. New money is exactly equal to old money plus interest. Okay, what is the meaning of new money? What is the meaning of old money? What is the meaning of interest? Those are the three important parameters. For example, let me explain clearly. See, for example, I was deposited 100 rupees in a bank. I was just deposited 100 rupees in a bank. Here my question, see, if I deposited 100 rupees in a bank, means bank was borrowing to me. So how much borrowing? So it is 100 rupees. See, bank was borrowing to me means that is a 100 rupee. Any borrowing amount I can call it as a principal. That's why old money is always represented the principal amount. Next one, interest. The banker decided rate of interest, for example, 10% is time period is equal to 1 year. Then what is the understanding part here? So if I deposit 100 rupees, the banker decided rate of interest is 10% with a duration of 1 year. Means he need to pay an extra amount of 10 rupees only. Now here my question, after end of the duration, after 1 year, how much I was getting extra amount? So 10 rupees extra, the total amount get by the person is exactly equal to 110 rupees. Then what is the understanding part here? See, sum of amount to be. This is the statement you can see in the concept of simple interest. Sum of amount to be means any amount we are getting after the duration. Any amount we are getting after the duration, it includes both principal and interest. Means sum of amount to be means I was deposited a p rupees, it to be converted into different alphabetical a. Now see, p can be converted into amount means definitely it is a addition of interest. That's why the amount value is a combination of principal plus interest. So this is the second important parameter. See, if you see the any statement, if sum of amount to be means sum of amount to be it including both principal and interest. Clear? This is the first part. Up to now, according to the simple interest formula, PTR by 100. Next one, new money is equal to old money plus interest. It means see, any amount we are getting after the duration means it including both principal and interest. That's why amount can be defined as A value. Clear? Is it clear? The terminology? Now, here the most important, the entire extra amount is calculated based on the R value. So R value only we can decide the entire extra amount. Now, see guys, now for example, principal is equal to 100 rupees. Rate of interest is equal to 20%. Clear? Time period is equal to 3 years. Then what is the interest? This is the question number 1, guys. So there is an amount of 100 rupees with the rate of interest is 20%. If the time period of 3 years, what is the interest? Now see, the interest R value always, I value always depends on the R value, guys. So how much we get an extra amount means the extra amount is completely based on the rate value. Then what is the rate value here? 60% per annum, 60%, no, 20% per annum for 3 years. For 3 years, it is exactly equal to 60%. It means see, I was getting 60% of 100 rupees means I was getting how much rupees, guys? 60 rupees. Don't go with the formula, just observe that. So the entire extra amount is based on the R value, point number 1. A rate of interest always indicated per annum only. So per annum 20% means for 3 years 60%. Now just calculated 60% of 100, the value become a 60. Now what is observation? If you get 60 rupees, if you get 60 rupees for 3 years, for 1 year, the for 1 year exactly equal to 20 rupees. Clear? Again, for second year, guys, for second year it is also exactly 20 rupees. For 2 years 40, guys, 2 years 40, but second year is also 20. For third year also 20 rupees. Then what is your observation? For for every year, principal constant, interest constant, rate of interest constant, time period constant, and so all the parameters which are constant, it can be indicated in exact values, guys. There is no values of change in the every year. See, if it is a every year, all the parameters are constant. Simply remember, guys, each and every year the all the parameters in the simple interest like a interest, p, t, r, all the parameters which are constant throughout any calculation, all the parameters are constant. Keep it in mind, this is the most important part. Now, so we'll go to calculation number 2. What is the calculation number 2? For example, the entire interest is based on the R percentage. See, R percentage means the value we can define as numerator by denominator. So what I mentioned in the earlier, every denominator, the term is related for comparison, and every numerator is deals with the resultant. Then how we are solving the simple interest, compound interest based on the fraction calculation? Now see guys, for example, don't see the any particular term, just observe guys. If you given as rate of interest is 20%, for example, in this way they given, so we are good at a conversion, sir. The 20% value become 1 by 5. Then what is that? If we want to any extra amount, definitely based on the principal we can get the extra amount. That's why any denominator value always indicated, the denominator value always indicated principal. That's why here p value is equal to 5 units. Here numerator means it create an extra amount. Any extra amount is deals with the interest, Nana. Here interest is equal to 1 unit. For example, if you want amount, for example, sometimes we need to calculate it amount. Amount can be calculated based on principal plus interest. So amount become a 6 units. Now you can compare with the original. For example, if 5 become, for this question you can take it as, if 5 become a 100, 5 become a 100, each unit is equal to 20. If you want the amount how many units guys? 6 units. So 6 into 20, the value become 120. So in this way you just compare without taking any formula. Okay, let me take another one. For example, R value exactly equal to 14.2 by 7%. Now see, just converted 14.2 by 7%, the value become 1 by 7. 14.2 by 7 exactly equal to 1 by 7. Then what is the main important part? If principal is equal to 7 units, numerator interest is equal to 1 unit. Now if you want amount, the value become 8 units. Now your answer is completed without taking any formula guys. So up to now, is there any doubt? Please confirm, Nana. Is it clear up to? So every parameter in the simple interest is always constant. Just keep it mind every concept. Then you can easily solve the question now. Here the question number 1, give me the answer. Question number 1, give me the answer. Don't go with the formula. So what is the answer for question number 1? Guys, so there is a direct information. See, what is the information? So they given as a principal exactly equal to 20,000. The principal exactly equal to 20,000. Rate of interest is equal to 18% per annum. So per annum 18% for 2 years. How much, Nana? Per annum 18% for 2 years is equal to 36%. So now your answer is exactly equal to 36% of 20,000. 36 twos are how much, guys? See, 36 twos are 7,200. Don't take any formula. Just go through the calculation base. Yes. Go through the second one. See, what is the sum of money will yields a simple interest of 7,200 in a 4 years at 12% per annum. Now see, what is the question means? What is the principal? For these principal, it yields 7,200 rupees for 4 years. 7,200 rupees for 4 years. With a rate of interest is 12% per annum. So we need to calculate it. What is the principal? So they deposited a some amount, guys. So it yields 7,200 rupees for 12% per annum. Clear? 12% per annum. So that is the rate of interest. We need to calculate it. What is the principal? Now see, simple guys, simple guys. Just assume. Don't take any value. Just assume. 12% means you just assume 100 units, guys. 100 units is equal to principal. Now, it yields 12% per annum for 4 years, guys. 12% per annum for 4 years. The interest for 100 rupees is equal to 4 into 12. If you feel difficult, take a same value, 4 into 12. Now, they compare the value for 7,200 for interest. Now, see, 4 into 12 exactly equal to 7,200. Now, we need to calculate it. What is the principal? Just cross multiply them, Nana. Just cross multiply them. Clear? Just 12 ones are 12, 12 600s. Clear? 4 ones are 4, 4 150 times. So 150 into 100, the value become exactly 15,000. 15,000 is the correct answer. Is it clear? The next question. Let's go through the next question. Just read it. If the simple interest on certain sum of money for 3 years at the rate of 12.5 percentage is 3,500 rupees less than its principal, then find the simple interest. Now see, guys. See, if the simple interest on certain amount, simple interest of certain amount, sum of money for 3 years at the rate of 12.5 percentage is 3,500 less than the principal, means the simple interest exactly equal to principal minus 3,500. This is the meaning, guys, for the entire question. The simple interest value for certain sum of money 3,500 less than its principal. So what is the simple interest formula? P into T into R by 100, which is exactly equal to P minus 3,500. Now see, P into P, we don't know the time period, guys. See, time period exactly equal to 3 years. Rate of interest 12.5 percentage divisible by 100 exactly equal to P minus 3,500. Now see, so 12.5 become exactly 8 times. Now you just calculated 3P is equal to 8P minus 8 into 3,500. Now see, 8 into 3,500 exactly equal to 5P. Then 5 become exactly 7 times. The P value become a 5,600. P value become 5,600. Now question, we need to calculate it simple interest. Simple interest means subtracted 5,600 minus 3,500. The value become 2,100. But guys, see, if you go with these procedure, it takes a time. Why? Because you need to calculate it principal, then you can subtract it. Now, I'm taking not that much of longer procedure. I just go with a normal approach. Now, according to the fraction, the most important part is related for rate of interest. Now, I am decided rate of interest exactly equal to 12.5 percentage. 12.5 percentage value become exactly equal to 1 by 8. Who are good at conversion, it takes for only 10 seconds to solve these type of question. Then 12.5 percentage value become 1 by 8. Now what I am saying, guys, the principal 8 units, interest 1 unit. If you want amount, for example, if you want amount exactly equal to 9 units. Now see, guys, 12.5% is exactly equal to 1 by 8, but the here information is related for 3 years, Nana. Simply you should multiply with a 3 times. Now the value become 3 by 8. That is the first important. So 12.5% value become 1 by 8 per year. We want for 3 years. The value become 3 by 8, Nana. 3 by 8. Now principal is 8 units, interest is 3 units. If you want amount, the value become 11 units. After converting these values, now you just did it that. The simple interest means the interest is less than by principal. See, principal 8 units, interest is 3 units. Now see, interest value is less than the principal by how many units, guys? 5 units. Now see, the 5 units exactly equal to 3,500. 5 units is equal to 3,500. Now we need to calculate it interest. 3 units is equal to how much? 5 ones are 5. 5 into 700. 7 into 3. 7 threes are 2,100. The value become exactly equal to 2,100 without taking this much of procedure. You just solve in a 3 lines, guys. Is it clear, Nana? For second approach, fraction approach, everyone? Is it clear how we are taking the values? Just try this question. Praveen, nothing, Nana. Just so according to the information, the rate of interest is given for 12.5 percentage. 12.5 percentage value become 1 by 8. 1 by 8 per annum. So they deals with the 3 years means the value become 3 by 8. So now you just fix the fraction value. The fraction value exactly equal to 3 by 8. Now according to the question, see, any denominator, what I mentioned, any denominator is a principal. Principal 8 units. Now numerator is interest is equal to 3 units. Now according to the information, interest is less than by principal exactly equal to 5 units. 5 units exactly equal to the original amount. This is the assumption, you just compare with the original. 5 become a 3,500, each amount value becomes 700. Now my question, what is the interest? Interest is equal to 3 units, 3 into 700, the value becomes 2,100. Nana. Next, try this question. Don't go with the formula basis. Just if you good at a concept, then you can go to normal approaches. Clear? Clear, Praveen Mohan? Now see, the rate of simple interest for first 3 years. Clear? For a first 3 years, for a first 3 years, 6% per annum. For next 4 years, 7% per annum. Now, period beyond 7 years, the rate of interest is 7.5 years, 7.5%. Now, a man invested 18,800 rupees. A man invested 18,800 rupees for how much, guys? For 11 years. So, this is the principal amount. Principal amount. Now, find the simple interest earned by him. Guys, simply, if you see the entire information, the principal is always be the constant for each and every section. Each and every section, the principal is always be the constant. Now, for 3 years, 6% means, for example, the principal I just consider 100 units, guys. I just consider 100 units. For first 3 years, 6% per annum means it earns a 18 rupees. It earns a 18 rupees. Second part, 4 years for 7%, it earns 7 fours are 28 rupees. Now, beyond 7 years means, so we've already completed here by 7 years means we left with a 4 years. Nana. 7 fours are 28. Off into 4, the value become 2, the total value become 30. Now, if you add the entire multiple, if you add the entire terminology, see 30, 50, 60, 8 plus 8 is equal to 16. The total value become exactly 76 units. Simply 76 units is the answer. Means if the total value become 18,800, now two zeros cancel. Now 76 into 188 is equal to how much? Now see 7 8s are 56. It's a 5 here. So we have a 6 as a common in the 3 options. Go through the entire calculation. Sorry guys. Yeah, 76 into 188. Just go to see. I'm taking it here. 76. Now see, 6 8s are 48. 4 year. Again, we have a only 1/8 option, guys. We have a only 1/8 in the option. You can choose as a fourth. Don't multiply, guys. Time waste. So we have a only 1/8 in the option. Now you can choose as option 4, guys. Go through the next one. Guys, this is the same question, same model of question. Clear? A certain simple interest, a money 4% per annum for first 2 years. So the total value become 8. 6% per annum for 4 years. 6 4s are 24. 8% per annum beyond 6 years. Beyond 6 years. So this is 2 years, and this is 4 years. And the total simple interest earned by 9 years. 9 years means we left with 3 years. 6 they maintained as beyond 6 years means 8 3s are 24. So this is also 24. Now see, guys, if you take as 100 rupees, first 2 years it earns 8 rupees. For next 4 years it earns 24 rupees. For next 3 years it earns 24 rupees. The total value becomes, see, 24, 24, 8. The value becomes 56. Now what is your question? If the simple interest, see, if you take it as 100 rupees, the interest earned by the person is equal to 56. Now see, the interest earned by the person exactly equal to 11,120. Now see, 56 units become 11,120 means each unit is equal to 20. Now the principal is equal to 100. Now see, 100 into 20, the value become exactly equal to 2000. Clear? The value become exactly equal to 2000. So answer exactly equal to 2000. Guys, sorry, I'm taking one extra values here. So answer exactly equal to 2000. It's not 20,000. It's only for 1100. It's a 2000 now. What is a 20k, guys? Guys, how it is a 20k? 11,020, no? 56 2s are 20 times 100 into 20, the value become 2000. I took a wrong values, Nana. 2000 be the correct answer. Clear? Next, go through the next question. Yes. So go through the next question. Next question. And see, a man went out two equal sums. So the initial principles. So here the first person. So there is a, sorry, a man and a two equal sums. So here principal and here principal both are equal. Both are equal sums, no? And one at 8% is per annum rate of interest, here 8% is, here 7% annum on the simple interest. If the former means first one, if the former means that is the first one. First one is recovered 6 months earlier than later. This is the second one. See, what is the duration? It recovered 6 months earlier than 6 months earlier than. If you consider time period for second, amount is equal to t. The first time period is equal to t minus 1 by 2. Always you just define the year in terms of years only. You just define in terms of years only. Now, he received an equal amount of 2516. Now what he was mentioned, they receives an equal amount. Here amount is both are equal. Now what is the amount equal? The value become exactly equal to 2560. That is the information, guys. So there is a equal sum and the rate of interest are different, and they receive an amount is 6 months earlier than former. Then finally they receives an equal amount. Then what is the meaning of amount here? See, a1 is exactly equal to a2. That is the meaning. A1 is equal to exactly equal to a2. Now see, amount means principal plus interest I1. Amount 2 means p2 plus I2. We know the information. P is the common. No need to take in these steps, guys. Now interest formula. Interest formula is exactly equal to P into T into R by 100. Same thing. P2, the principal is same. I2 value exactly equal to PTR by 100. Now see, you just cancel PP and again PP, but you don't cancel T1 and R1. Why? Because T1 T2, R1, R2 completely different, guys. Again, 100, 100 cancel. Simply, if you observe the entire parameter, simply equating these two numbers, then you can get the answer, guys. Don't go with in these procedure. Now see, now you get T1 into R1 means 8 into T minus 1 by 2 exactly equal to 70. Now see, 8T minus 4 exactly equal to 17, Anna. Then you can get the T value exactly equal to 4. So without taking in these much procedure, you just take a directly answer become 4 years. Now see again I'm telling you, equal principal with a duration and rate of interest is completely different. Then amount is same. Then amount is same means simply you should multiply these two numbers and you should multiply these two numbers. You just equating these one. Now we again observe, guys, 8 to 7 t minus 1 by 2 t. Here the difference is equal to 1 and half of 8% is exactly equal to half of 8% is exactly equal to 4, guys. Directly you can consider time is equal to 4 years. Now see, the amount is equal means you consider any of the value. So the amount is exactly equal to 2516. Now see, amount means again principal plus interest. Principal plus interest exactly equal to 2560. You just calculate it. See, P plus interest formula, P into time period 4 years you can get. Now see, you just take it as any of the value. I just consider second values. Now see, principal P, rate of interest 7% is, time period is equal to 4. 7 fours are 28. Now see, 28 by 100 exactly equal to 2560. Now that the entire value become 128 by 100 exactly equal to 25680. This is exactly for 20 times 20 into 100. The value become 2000. The value become exactly 2000. Guys, see, again I am explaining in a 3 lines, guys. Again I will explain in the 3 lines. That is the procedure. See, there is an equal amount of principal. The time period for farmer and recovery is equal to t minus 1 by 2 and t. Rate of interest is 8%. Time period is equal. Rate of interest here is equal to 7%. Then amounts are equal. Now we'll go to only one step. If you observe all the parameters, this is equal and this is equal, and this is the only calculation part we have. Now see, here we have a 17, Anna. Here we have a 80. The difference exactly become a t. Now 1 by 2 into 8, 1 by 2 into 8, the value become exactly equal to 4 years. Now you observe that, see, if you replace a t value in this either first one or second one, not a problem. You just compare that value, see, here you just substituted 4 year. Now see, 7 fours are how much, Nana? 28%. 28% means the value become 28 by 100. Now you can take the value, see, principal 100 units, interest 28 units, amount is 128 units. Amount is equal to 128 units. You just compare the value. 128 is equal to 2560. Each unit is equal to 20. Now the principal become exactly equal to 2000. The principal exactly become 2000. So that is the simple method. Just see that how we are dealing the question, guys. We have a many approaches, but which one is time saves? You just go through that approach now. Let's try this question. Go through the next one. Next one. Yes, next one. See, a certain sum of money become 8 times itself in 3 years. A sum of money become 8 times. For example, there is an amount P, that is the principal P. It become 8 times. It become 8 times in 3 years. That is the first information. In how much? In how much it will be? Same amount of P become 64 times of P. Become how much of duration? This is the question, guys. Yeah. P become a 8P. P become a 8P. The value become exactly equal to 3 years. Then P become a 64B. Then P become a 64B. It become how much of duration? Just go with the normal approach. First of all, see, P become a 8P. We know that simple interest formula, guys. Simple interest is exactly equal to PTR by 100. Now, P become a 8P, definitely the interest earned in the entire transaction is equal to 7P. Now see, 7p is equal to p into t into r by 100. Now you can cancel the p value, and here the duration is given. The duration is exactly equal to 3. The duration is exactly equal to 3. Now what is the rate of interest? See guys, see, the rate of interest exactly equal to 700 by 3%. This is the first value. Now, based on the same rate of interest, P become a 64p in how much of duration? Now, see, it earns how much interest, guys? Now, it earns 63p. Now, see, 63p exactly equal to P into time period we need to calculate it. The rate of interest, you already get the value that is equal to 700 by 3 and divisible by 100. Now, you can cancel both. And 7 ones are 7, 7 nines are again PP cancel, then T value become 27 years. This is the traditional approach to find these type of questions. The answer is equal to 27 years. Now, everyone observe guys. If you observe one of the important parameter, so I am mentioned clearly in the simple interest P, T, R, I, all the parameters are constant. There is a no change in these variable guys. There is a no change in these variable. All the parameters which are constant. Now, what is your observation? See, if P become a 8P, here principal is constant. Here P become a 64, principal is constant. Same rate of interest they maintain. If principal constant, rate of interest constant, and if maybe at duration is varying, but the interest is always be the same thing we can define. Now see guys, now see, P become a 8P. It earns how much of interest guys? 7P interest, Nana. Then see, P become a 8P. It earns a 7P interest. See, 7P interest, it takes a duration of 3 years. 7p interest, it takes a duration of 3 years. Now P become a 64b. P become a 64b. If you want to earn 63p, how much of time duration can occur? See, P become a 8p means if you want 7p as an interest, it takes for 3 years. If you want 63p interest, how much time duration does it occur? PP cancel, 7 become 9 times, 9 3s are 27. This is the direct one. If you good at this particular, if it this good at this particular line, see what is the main important thing in the simple interest? All the parameters are constant. If you means if you want 7 units of interest, it takes for 3 years. Means if you want 63 units of interest, how much does it take? So simply cross multiply them, then you can get the answer. So this is the direct approach. This question. Next question. Clearly kill. Now see, a certain sum at the rate of interest, we don't know that, we need to find rate value. Percentage per annum, the simple interest become 2100 in 2 years, 2250 in 5 years. Find the principal and rate of interest. Guys, see, if you go with the formula, it takes a time, guys. Just go with the normal approach. Just go with the concept. What is the concept says? There is amount of P. Principal, there is amount P. It becomes, see, there is an amount P. The interest becomes 2100. It earns an interest 2100 in 2 years. If same amount 2250 rupees earns in 5 years. Now let me explain small thing. If rate of interest is 10%, Nana, if principal is equal to 100 rupees, what is the first year interest means 10 rupees. So at the amount means that is exactly equal to 110, for example. If interest 2, what is equal to, if second year is equal to 10, if you want 2 years means the value become 20. At the end of second year, the value become exactly equal to 120. Then see, if you want third year also have a 10 rupees. If you consider as entire 3 years, the value become 30. If you want amount, the value become 130. Then what is the observation for entire transaction here? If you observe that, if amount is changes, see, Amount is changes. 100 become a 110, 120, 130. Why amount is changes every time? Because of addition of interest. Remember these particular point. If amount is changes by addition of interest, guys. Amount is changes by addition of interest. If you good at these particular point, the question is completed, guys. Now see, now what is the observation? 2100 become 2250. Why the amount is increases? Because of addition of interest. Now see, the how much interest it was earned means see, 150 rupees interest is increases based on 3 years. Why? Because 2100 is equal to 2 years, 2250 for 5 years. If you increases 3 years duration, if you increases 3 years, the increasing interest is equal to 150. And one more important thing, we already know that every year, all the parameters is always be the constant. Now means interest is always constant, Nana. Now see, for a 3 years, 150 rupees. For a 1 year, the interest is equal to 50. This is the second important point. For 3 years, if you get interest is 150 rupees, for 1 year is exactly equal to 50 rupees, Nana. Now, we just take it as a value. P become 2100 rupees interest. P become 2100 rupees for 2 years now. See, P become 2100 rupees for 2 years. See, what I mentioned, sum of amount to be. What is the sum of amount to be? It including both principal and interest. It including both principal and interest. We already know that for a 1 year is equal to 200. If 1 year is equal to 200, now for 2 years these value become exactly equal to 100 rupees. So these 2100 rupees, 100 rupees is related for interest. If you want the principal, the value become exactly equal to 2000. The value become exactly equal to 2000. Now here my question, we need to find the rate of interest. Rate of interest means getting interest per year is equal to 50 out of 2000. Out of 2000 divisible by 2000 into 100. Just cancel these numbers. Just cancel these numbers. The rate of interest exactly equal to 5 by 2%. Clear concept? This is in this way, just find the rate of interest, guys. The rate of interest is equal to 5 by 2%. It's not a 1 by 2, none. It's a 5 by 2%. Clear, everyone? See how I am doing. See, so because of addition of interest, the principal amount become a 2100. Here 2250. So that's why I mentioned here 110, 120, 130. Why every time the value is increases means because of addition of interest. So that is the point we can take it as to be a consider. So to be a consider, interest for 150 rupees for 3 years, for 1 year is equal to 50. For 2 years 100. So 2100 minus 100, the principal is equal to 2000. Now 50 by 2000, the value become 5 by 2%. Yes, no. Next one. Go through the next one. Everyone just like the video, guys. Next. Next question. See. Next. A certain sum of money invested for certain time. A certain sum of money invested for certain time. So we don't know the duration, guys. It amounts to 350 rupees at 5% per annum. Clear? Now see. Principal, we don't know that. How much interest, we don't know that. But the amount is given, guys. Amount is given is equal to 350 rupees at 5% per annum. That is the first important. Next one. And it amounts to 250. Same thing. For example, same principal with a interest, amount become 250 rupees. 250 rupees become exactly equal to 3%. Find the time and the principal. Find the time and the principal. Now see, guys, see, first important thing. Here it earns say 350 rupees. Here we earn say 250 rupees. Why amount is decreases? Because the rate value is decreases. Why? Because the principal is always constant. The interest value changes means because of rate of interest changes. Now what is your observation? Then 2% is amount exactly equal to 100 rupees. 2% is exactly equal to 100 rupees. Now 2% is equal to 100 rupees. Now 1% is value exactly equal to 50 rupees. Now 1% is exactly equal to 50 rupees. Means if it is that principal, if the rate of interest is 1%, it earns a 50 rupees. Now see, now you can take a first important point. What is the first important point? Principal plus interest exactly equal to 350 rupees for 5% per annum. See, 5% per annum. Now, 250 rupees for 3% per annum. Now, what is your observation? If 1% is equal to 50, always the principal is equal to 100%. If 1% is equal to 50, then 100% value become exactly equal to 1% is equal to 50, 100% value become exactly equal to 5,000 rupees. Clear? Certain sum of money. 350. Okay, no problem. 350. Okay. Just wait, guys. Just wait. Just wait. 5% is 2% is 2% is. It decreases the 2% is the value become 100. Again, 1% is the. Okay, okay, okay. Don't go with the principal. Why? Because the total amount become a 350. No? So we need to find the time and principal. No? So time and principal. Okay. Now see guys, here 5% is for 350, 3% is for 250. For a 1% is equal to 50, 2% is equal to 100. Yeah, they mention no problem. They mention simple interest and compound interest on it. They mention it's a simple interest or compound interest. Don't worry. The 350, a certain number. Okay, 1% is equal to 50. Now see, directly we need for time period. No, there's something, anything. Guys, just give me a time. Want to check it out? Is there any wrong in the question? Okay, see this. Okay, done. See guys, so for 300 250 rupees exactly for 3% is rate of interest and 5% is rate of interest, we need to identify the principal. Why? Because if you identify the principal, then you can calculate at the time period, guys. Now see, these 250 rupees, there is an interest for 3%. Now it is an interest for 3%. If 1% is equal to 50, now 3% is value become 150. 3% is become 150. Just separated these value like that. See, so interest amount is exactly equal to 150 rupees. Now interest is equal to 150 rupees, then the principal become exactly equal to 100 rupees. Clear? So it become at 100 rupees. If you go to these option, for example, if 1% is exactly equal to 50, then 5% is exactly equal to 250. So out of 350, 250 rupees are interest, means definitely principal is equal to 100. Now see, you can get principal is equal to 100 rupees. Now here the question related for time, guys. Yeah, the time if you want means just go to formula. If you go to formula, then see P into and rate of interest, you can anything. I just consider as a 1% rate of interest. Time period T divisible by 100 exactly equal to the interest is equal to 50. 100 cancel, then T value become exactly equal to 50. T value become exactly equal to 50. Don't go with the options directly. You can take a test. So one thing you need to know. See, Nana, Prashanti. So if 350 rupees is a combination of principal and interest, Nana, same 250 is a combination of principal and interest. We already know that. So these rate of interest always indicated for interest. Rate of interest always indicated for interest. Na? Now 1% is equal to 50, 3% is equal to 150. Nana. Out of 250, 150 is interest means principal is 100. Now you can get directly principal. Na? If you take it as a previous point, so 5% is per annum, the interest value become 250. Definitely the principal is equal to 100. If you take any of these equation, you can get the answer. The time period is equal to 15. Nana. Next one. Try the next one. Next one. See. A certain sum of money, 10,000 in 5 years, 10,000 in 5 years, 10,800 in 7 years, at a certain rate of interest. Find the rate of interest. See, a certain amount of money. What I mentioned, see, sum of amounts to means it is including these, including both principal and interest. Keep it in mind, guys. So there is an amount here, principal plus interest exactly equal to 10,000 rupees for 5 years. Same principal plus interest, the value become 10,800 for 7 years. Then what is the question? Find the rate of interest. See, if you want rate of interest means definitely you need to calculate it for principal. Then what is your observation? See, 10,000 become a 10,800. The value increases within the duration of 2 years. Nana. Now what is your observation? For 2 years, it earns it earns for 800 rupees as a interest. Now see, for a 5 years, for 2 years is equal to 800. Now you just calculated for 5 years, Nana. For 5 years is equal to how much? Now see, 2 ones are 2 400s, and 400 into 5, the value become 2000. Then what is your observation? Out of 10,000, the interest value exactly equal to 2000. The principal value become 8,000. Now here question, if you want rate of interest, means we required interest by principal per year. So how much of interest per annum? So per annum is equal to 400 divisible by principal is equal to 8,000 into 100. 000000 cancel, 8 become 5% now. The answer become exactly equal to 5%. Is clear? Yes, very good, Ram. Next one. Yes. Try the next question. Next one. So there is a 12,600 rupees. 12,600 rupees is invested three parts. P1, P2, P3. And the simple interest for first part is equal to 2% per annum for 3 years. Next one. Second part for 3% per annum for 4 years. Third part exactly equal to 4% per annum 5 years. They mention clearly the simple interest for all the parts. The simple interest for all the parts which are equal. That is the information. Now see, if all are equal, so what is the formula for simple interest? PTR by 100, Nana. PTR by 100. You just take it a value. See, first value P1 into. So why? Because directly you can consider. So P1 we don't know that, P1 into. So 2 3s are 6. So directly take it as a 6%, guys. Why? Because all are equal means okay. You can take it as a directly. Why? Because hundreds are cancelled, percentages are cancelled. So 6P1 exactly equal to simple interest 2. So 3 4s are 12% means 12P2 exactly equal to 4 5s are 20, 20P3. Nana. You just cancel now. You can go 3 times, 4, 6 times, 10 times. So this is the value. Now see, we want to find the ratio of P1, P2, P3. Now see, if you want to ratio for P1, P2, P3, first of all, take LCM of all the parameters. 10, 6, 3, 10, 6, 3. The LCM is exactly equal to 30 units. Now, LCM is exactly equal to 30 units. Now, see, 3 become a 30. This is exactly equal to 10 units of principal P1. 6 become a 30, 5 units of principal, and 10 become a 3 units. This is the value. Now, what is your observation? If you add up all the numbers, if I have a 18 rupees, guys, if I have a 18 rupees, 10 rupees is related for P1, 5 rupees related to the P2, 3 rupees related to the P3. Now see, 18 become 12,600. 18 become 12,600 means you just cancel the number. See, 18 become exactly equal to 18 5s are 90. 18 sevens are, guys, 7 8s are 56, 5 here, 7 1s are 7, 126 means each value becomes 700. Now, what is the question? What is the find the simple interest on first part. First we need to find the principal, guys. Principal is exactly equal to 10 units. 10 units of 7,000, the value become 700 is equal to 7,000. So now you can get the principal. The principal of part 1 is equal to 7,000. If you want simple interest means the value become 7,000 into rate of interest 2 into 3 by 100. You just cancel the numbers. 3 2s are 6, 6 7s are 400, 442 into 10, the value become 420. This is the calculation. If you know the principal, then you can calculate the interest, guys. So the total value become 420. So this is the most important part for the entire question. Finding the ratio of their principals. Finding the ratio is most important part now. So the value become exactly equal to 420. Yes, very good, Nana. Next, try the next question. Interest is equal, Ananta. Interest is equal means you get the value. So if you good at a conversion of ratios, you can identify that. Anand, don't worry, I will explain again. I will explain. Next one, see. So 18,750 is invested a man in the bank account to his two sons, whose ages are 12 years and 14 years. Now see, there is a two sons, S1, S2, and the total amount is exactly equal to 18,750. Now see this question, Anand. See, the total amount is equal to 18,750 and he was deposited at a bank. So one of the person age is equal to 12 years and other person age is equal to 14 years. Those are the ages of two sons. In such a way that they will get an equal amount. They will get an equal amount, Nana. A1 is equal to A2. What is the meaning of equal amount? So amount can be carried as principal and interest. P1 and I1 exactly equal to P2 into I2. P1 into I1 is equal to P2 into I2. Now see, they will get an equal amount at an age of 18 years. At an age of 18 years, at rate of interest is equal to 5% per annum. Then what is the share of younger child? What is the share of younger child? See, guys, there is an amount of 18,500. So he was deposited a bank of his two sons. So one age of the person is 12 years, other age of the person is 14 years. Now at the end of 18 years at rate of 5% per annum, both the amounts are equal. So what is the meaning of amount? So amount is maintained combination of principal and interest. Now see, you just calculated principal is equal to P1. Interest formula, what is the interest formula? PTR by 100, no? Or it's a plus. Interest is equal to PTR by 100. So P1 is equal to P1. And time period, see guys, here 12 become a 18. 12 become a 18. The duration of the first child exactly equal to 6 years. At the rate of 5% per annum means the value become exactly equal to 30 by 100. Exactly equal to P2 plus again 14 become a 18 years. 14 become a 18 years. Again the person duration is equal to 4 years. 4 into 5 the value become 20 P2 by 100. Now see, the final value become 130 P1 exactly equal to 120 P2. Now see, 100 and cancel. Then what is the final ratio? Means see, P1 by P2. P1 by P2 ratio exactly equal to 12 by 30. So what is the meaning of ratio? If I have a 25 rupees, if I have a 25 rupees, 12 rupees is related for P1, 13 rupees is related for P2. Now see, 25 become 18,750. 25 become 18,750. Find the value of each unit. Now see, so 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 25 eights are 25 sevens are 175. 175. So we have a reminder 12, again 125, means each unit is equal to 750. So 25 become 18,750. Each unit is equal to 750. Then find the share of youngest child. So youngest child exactly equal to 12 units. Now see, 12 into 750. 12 into 750. 12 0 0. 12 5s are 60. 12 7s are 60 and 70. Sorry, 7 80. 84. So 12 sevens are 84. 84 plus 6 is equal to 90. Now the youngest child amount exactly equal to 9,000. So previous question, same thing, Anant. So same, but they are defined with the three ratios, but here the question related for 2 years. So finding the ratio, next divided those amount, then you can get the final calculation. Just go through the ratios. Next one. Next, a man borrowed a total amount of 30,000. A part its simple interest 12% per annum, remaining at simple interest 10% per annum. At the end of his second year, he paid all 36,480 to settle the loan amount. What was the amount borrowed by 12% per annum? Now see guys, this is the question. You can go with a calculation based on the allocation mixes. Otherwise, see, first I am telling you the normal approach. Now see, there is a two parts. First part I just consider as a P guys. Why? Because P1 plus P2 exactly equal to 30,000. P1 plus P2 exactly equal to 30,000. If P1 is equal to P1, the rate of interest is equal to 12% per annum. Clear? And the duration is equal to 2 years divisible by 100. Plus remaining amount exactly equal to 30,000 minus of P2. So P2 means I just consider as a P1, no? And the duration rate of interest is equal to 10%, duration is equal to 2 years divisible by 100. Now the person get 36,480. Now we are calculated an interest. Nana, interest means the interest earned by the person is equal to 6,480. 6,480. So based on calculation you can get a P. So this is the step number one. If you go with allegation mixes, guys, if you go with allegation mixes, now see here P1, what I mentioned that if it is a P1, the rate of interest, see guys, the rate of interest of one particular person is equal to 12%. Other one P2 is equal to 10%. Now we need to calculate it, the overall rate of interest. Now see the overall value he can get 6,480 rupees for 2 years, Nana, for 2 years. For a 1 year, why? Because rate of interest always be the 1 year, na. Now you just calculated 3240. The 3240. Now see 3,240 is what percentage of 30,000? You just find the rate of interest. Now see double zero cancel, zero zero cancel, and 3 become 108 times. The value become exactly equal to 10.8. Now just find the ratio of P1 is to P2. Now we are taking a ratio. P1 value means difference of these two numbers. Difference of these two numbers is equal to 0.8. Again difference of these two numbers. Difference of these two numbers exactly equal to 1.2. Now the ratio become 8 is to 12. Now 8 is to 12 means definitely the value become 2 is to. And what is your observation? If it is a 5 rupees, if it is a 5 rupees, 2 rupees related for P1, 3 rupees related to P3. Now the question, what is the amount borrowed by 12% per annum? 12% per annum is related for P1. Now what is your observation? If 5 parts become a 30,000, 5 parts become a 30,000, each unit is equal to 6,000. 5 parts become a 30,000, each unit is equal to 6,000. Now here the question, 2 parts are related to 12,000. So that is that. There is a overall value. If you have an individual value and overall value, then you can go with the calculation. You can go with the calculation based on the allegation mixers. Is it clear for allegation mixers concept? Otherwise, this is the equation I am framing already. Just go through the calculation. You can get the P1 now. So I mentioned in the day when I'm discussing in allegation mixers, I clearly mentioned that we have a different concept. We can go through the calculation based on the allegation mixer. But how to observe means there is individual percentage, and group percentage. If you calculated all these parameters, then you can easily divide it the ratios, guys. Everyone's clear for allegation mixers? Guys, try this question. I'm telling you, don't worry. Now see, Ram was borrowed a sum of 6,300 from Sita. There is a person, first person Sita. Ram was borrowed. Ram was borrowed 6,300 rupees. 6,300 rupees at rate of 14% per annum for 3 years. That is the first information. That is the 3 years, and the rate of interest is equal to 14% per annum. Now, he added some amount. He was added some amount means 6,300 plus he added some amount X. Sum of money, he lent it to the Geeta. There is a other person, he lent it to the Geeta. At rate of interest is equal to 16%, for time period is equal to 3 years. Same duration. Now, in this process, he earns a total profit. See, he takes some interest from Geeta. He need to pay for Sita. For the entire transaction, he got an extra amount of 618 rupees. He got an amount of 618 rupees. Then how much amount he added? Now, first see, the interest earned by Geeta from Geeta is exactly equal to 6,300 plus X. That is the principal. And time period is equal to 3 years into 16 by 100. Next, he got a some interest. He got a some interest that is exactly equal to interest. So that is the interest. Now see, second equation. He need to pay Sita. He need to pay Sita means that is exactly equal to 6,300 into 14 percentage into 2 by 100. So he need to pay I2. He need to take I1. He need to take I1. Ram take I1. Ram paid I2. Here see that for the entire transaction, he got an extra amount of 618 rupees. Why he got an extra amount? Why? Because the rate of interest is increases. He added some amount. That's why these equation minus these equation minus these equation, the difference value become exactly equal to 618. Just go through the calculation, Anna. See that if you go through the entire calculation, 6,300 into 48 plus 48x divisible by 100 exactly equal to, sorry, it's a minus, exact minus, again 6,300 into 14 twos are, again 14 twos are, and take it as a 14, it's not a 2, it's a 3, no, 14 threes are 42, clear? 42 divisible by 100 exactly equal to 618. You just go with the calculation. See, double zero cancel. 63 into 42 norma. 6 fours are 24, 6 twos are 12, 4 threes are 12, 24, 2 carry forward, 3 twos are 6. The value become here 2646. 2646. You just add 2646 here. 2646 add here. Clear? Now see, 6 plus 4 is equal to 14. It's a value of 6. This is the value of 3264. 3264. Finally, value becomes see 6,300 into 48 plus 48x is exactly equal to 326400. If you go with the entire calculation, you can get the x value. This is the procedure. If you go with the entire calculation, we can get a x. But if you go with this procedure, it takes a time. If you take it, it takes a time. Now, I don't want to go with any calculation. I just go with observation. I just go with an observation for these entire information. Why? Because if you go with the calculation, it takes a time, none. It takes a time for go with the calculation. Just go with observation. What is the observation, Mitzi? See, he need to pay. He need to pay an interest of 3 years and 14% for 6,300. He need to take 6,300 plus X 16% per annum for 3 years. Then what is your observation? The entire transaction, he get an amount of 618 rupees extra. Why he can get an extra amount? Means if you compare these two, he got 2% extra interest for these 6,300. That is the first important point. See, so Ram got out of 6,300, he got 2% extra interest. See guys, 2% extra interest, 2% extra interest for these 6,300. Now see, 2% of 6,300. is exactly equal to 126 rupees. The value become 126 rupees. Now see guys, 126 rupees per year, but we want to enjoy for 3 years interest, means for 3 years exactly equal to 8, 3 to the 6, 7, 378 rupees. Now what is your observation? Out of 618 rupees, 618 rupees, 378 rupees, he earns a profit because of these 6,300 transaction. Now see, you just subtracted 378 here. Now 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. 11 minus 7 is equal to 4. And again here 5 minus 3 is equal to 240. Now, again, how he can earn 240 rupees extra? Because he was adding X rupees for 16 percentage per annum for 3 years. Now see, 16 percentage per annum for 3 years is equal to 48 percentage of X. 48 percentage of X is equal to 240. Then X value exactly equal to 240 into 100 by 48. 48 become exactly equal to 48 become exactly equal to 5 times 5 into 100. The value become 8, the value become exactly equal to 500. So don't go with any equation, just go with observation. Now I can explain, see, but theoretically, again I will explain clearly, see guys, now he earns a profit of 618 rupees. Why he can get a 680 rupees? For the first transaction, Ram was taking from Sita as 6,300 rupees with rate of interest 14 percentage for 3 years. He gives some amount to Geeta, 6,300 rupees, plus he add X rupees at the interest of 16 percentage per annum for 3 years. That is the entire story. If you observe the entire information, he earns a profit of 618 rupees. He earns a profit of 618 rupees. He earns a profit of 618 rupees means for 6,300 for 6,300, 14 percentage per annum for 3 percentage 3 years, 16 percentage per annum for 3 years. If you see that for these 6,300, he earns a interest of 2 percentage extra for 3 years. Nana. Now I just calculated 2 percentage of 6,300, the value become 126. For 1 year, he earns a 126 rupees. For 3 years, the value he earns as 378. Now I just subtracted 378 rupees. Now see, 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. Again the value become exactly equal to 240. Again, still he gains a 240 rupees extra. Why he gains a 240 rupees extra means, because see, why he earns a 240 rupees extra means, because he was adding a some amount. Rate of interest is 16 percentage per annum for 3 years, means the total value become 48 percentage of X. Now the X value become exactly equal to 500. Is it clear? Is clear? Is there any doubt in the simple interest concept? Is there any doubt? These are the different models in a simple interest, guys. Is clear? Now see guys, concept of compound interest. First of all, I'm telling you the formula. Formula of compound interest. Compound interest means interest, na? The formula is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n minus of P. Why? Because we need only interest. We need interest means definitely the whole amount we can subtract it from P. If you as amount, if you want amount, what I mentioned the amount. Amount is including both principal and interest. The amount formula is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. So compound interest formula, amount formula. So this is calculated based on per year. Per year, Nana. For example, sometime question we need to calculate it compounded of yearly. Compounded of yearly. So the formula for compounded of a yearly, I just go with the amount, whatever that doesn't matter. So the formula is P into 1 plus R by 2 by 100 into 2 power n. If you want compounded quarter yearly, if you want amount formula means the formula is P into 1 plus R by 4 by 100 whole power 4n. If you want interest, if you want compound interest means you can subtract it P. If you want interest means you can subtract it P. Is clear? These are the formulas. If you see the entire compound interest, these are the formulas, guys. But formulas doesn't matter. How we are doing the calculation is most important. Now, I need to minimize each and every calculation. Just observe, guys. So first, I don't want to discuss these particular part. If any question related for compounded of yearly, if any question related for compounded of yearly, simply, guys, the rate of interest is equal to of time period is equal to 2 times. Need to remember these points. Rate of interest is equal to of time period is equal to 2 times. If question related for quarter yearly means rate of interest is equal to 1 by 4th, time period is equal to 4 times. Don't memorize any form. Yeah, just remember these 2 points. If any question related for compounded of yearly, R value is equal to R by 2, time period is equal to 2t. If if the question related for quarter yearly, R is equal to R by 4, time period is equal to 4t. Now see, guys, just observe how we are doing the calculation. See, everyone just observe, guys. Calculation number 1. So I will take only one example. Principal is equal to 100 rupees. Rate of interest is equal to 10%. So now we are calculated for 2 years. Now you are calculated for 2 years. Now see, guys, what is the general definition of compound interest? Compound interest means paying extra amount to the interest also. That's why simply interest on interest. Interest on interest, it is a concept of compound interest. Now see, now principal is equal to 100 rupees. Now first year interest is equal to 10% of 100, Nana. 10% of 100, the 10% of 100. Yeah, P is equal to 100 rupees. Rate of interest is equal to 10%, Nana. Now for 2 years I calculated. Principal is equal to 100, interest is equal to 10% of 100 is equal to 10 rupees. But we want 2 years. If you want second year means second year interest is calculated based on principal and based on interest. That's why 10 plus interest of these particular amount, the value become 1. Now the entire value become 21 rupees. Now the entire value become 21 rupees. Is clear, guys? See, we need to calculate it always based on principal. From second year onwards, we need to pay an extra amount for interest also. Now, P is equal to 1000 rupees. P is equal to 1000 rupees. Rate of interest exactly equal to 10%. Time period is equal to 3 years. Time period is equal to 3 years. Now again, I just observe the entire parameter. Principal is equal to 1000 rupees. First year interest. 10% of 1000 is equal to 100 rupees. 10, I1 is equal to 100 rupees. Now, if you want I2, same take it as 100, same. We need to pay an extra amount for these interest. See, interest of these particular part is exactly equal to 10% of 100. 10% of 100, the value become 10. But we need to calculate it for I3. We need to calculate it for I3. Take it as the same 100. Take it as the same 10. Now, 10% of 100. 10% of 100 is equal to 10. 10% of 10 value become 1, Nana. So the entire value becomes, see, 100 plus 100 plus 100. So 300, 331. So interest for 3 years is equal to 331. This is the second part. For example, if P is equal to 10,000, P is equal to 10,000. Rate of interest is equal to 10%. Rate of interest is equal to 10%. But time period is equal to 4 years. how to calculate it for this one. No problem. Just go with observation. If you go with interest, 10% of 10,000 is equal to 1,000. Second year interest, same 1,000 as it is, just write down. Again, 10% of 1,000, the value become 100. If you want I3, write down the same value, 1,000 plus 100. Now you can pay interest of 1,000 is equal to 100. Now you can pay 10% of 100 become a 10. Again, if you want I4, take it as the same value, 1,000 plus 100 plus 100 plus 10. Now we need to pay extra amount. So 10% of these values is equal to 10 nana. 10% of 100 value become 10% of 100 become, sorry, it's 100 nana, plus 10% of 100 become exactly equal to 10. So 10% of 100 become a 10. 10% of 10 become a 1. So this is the normal calculation. But if you go with observation, you can solve easily, guys, without taking these much procedure. You can solve easily. What is your observation? Now see here, how many tens are there? 2 tens, and there is a 1 decimal. So if any question related for 2 years concept, the answer is equal to 2 into interest plus interest of this particular part. Now we can say that simply the ratio of interest exactly equal to 2:1. Let me explain. Don't worry, guys. I will explain. If you go with the 3s concept, now see how many hundreds are there? 1, 2, 300. So 3 into interest. 3 into interest plus, I don't want to write interest. So 3 into interest plus. Again, how many tens are there? Again 3 tens, guys. So 3 into interest on previous value plus, and finally there is a box that is equal to interest of previous. The ratio become exactly equal to 3:1. Now if you observe these, guys, how many thousands are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 thousands rana, means 4 into interest plus, again how many hundreds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interest nana. So 6 into previous interest plus, again how many tens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into previous interest plus interest. So this is the value. Now see, if you go with any questions related for compound interest, if the question is related for 2 years, remember that the ratio become 2:1. If the question is related for compound interest for 3 years, the ratio become 3:3:1. Just keep it in mind. If you go with the 4 years concept, the ratio become exactly equal to 4:6:4:1. Just keep it in mind all these ratios, then you can easily solve any questions, guys. Don't worry, guys. Just keep it in mind these all the ratios, then you can easily solve any questions. Clear? So what are the ratios? If it is a 2 years, keep it in mind the ratio become 2:1. If it is a 3 years, the ratio become 3:3:1. If it is a 3 years, 4 years, the ratio become 4:6:4:1. Let me explain clearly. Clear? I will explain, guys. Don't worry, I will explain. Principal is equal to 20,000. If principal is equal to 20,000, rate of interest is equal to 20%. Rate of interest is equal to 20%. Calculated for 3 years. Don't write any formula. See, if you know the ratio of 3 years, what is the ratio of 3 years? 3 is to interest. 3 is to interest. 1 means that is the previous interest. So in this way, 3:3:1. Just keep it in mind. Now what is that? 20%. First of all, convert a 20% value. Now what is the 20% value? 1 by 5. 20% is equal to 1 by 5. 20% is exactly equal to 1 by 5. Nana. Now 1 by 5th of 20,000. 1 by 5th of 20,000. Now the value becomes 4,000. Now you can write the year box is equal to 4,000. Now again, these boxes based on 1/5 of 4,000. 1/5 of 4,000 means again 4,000 divisible by 5. The value become how much, Nana? 800. Again, these boxes represented for 1 by 5th of 800. 1 by 5th of 800. 1 by 5th of 800, how much, Nana? 160. Now the interest for these particular calculation exactly equal to 12,000 plus 2,400 plus 160. Now the answer become exactly equal to 14,560 rupees. Is it clear, everyone? Now that's why if it is a 2 years, ratio become 2:1. 3 years, the ratio become 3:3:1. 4 years, the value become 4:6:4:1. Keep remind these four values. Now you can easily solve any questions of compound interest. Now tell me, guys, is clear, everyone? Guys, is clear? Now here you can try this question. Now you can understand betterly. Now guys, here the question related for 3 years. 3 years means we need to calculate it 3 is to 3 is to 1. Keep remember this point. Now see, so first of all, 5% you just converted, guys. 5% is equal to 1 by 20. 5% is equal to how much, Nana? 1 by 20. 1 by 20th of 8,000. 1 by 20th of 8,000, the value become exactly equal to 20 become 4 times, Nana. So this is, we can replace as 400. Now these box 1 by 20th, again 1 by 20th of 400. 21 to 20, again this is the value of 20, Nana. Again 1 by 20th of 20, the value become 1, Nana. Now finally the value become 1261. So answer 1261. Guys, is clear? That's why this is the way of solving any compound interest question, guys. Is it clear? So answer 1261. One more question. One more. Don't worry now. Don't worry. Just keep practice. If you practice well, then you can easily handle these questions. Next one. Question related for 2 years. 2 years ratio exactly equal to 2 is to 1. So 2 into interest plus interest of previous. Now see, first converted 4 percentage, Nana. 4 percentage means 4 by 100. 4 by 100 means the value become enta, Nana? 1 by 25. So 1 by 25. Clear? So 1 by 25. Just substance. See, here the question related for 2 years. No, 2 years means the ratio become exactly equal to 2 is to 1. So how you can get a 2 is to 1? Just go through the previous one. Then you can understand how it is 2 is to 1, 3 is to 3 is to 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Clear? Now see, first convert the percentage. 1 by 25. 4 percentage is equal to 1 by 25. Now see, 7,500 divisible by 25. Then each unit is equal to 300. Now these value can be taken as 1 by 25th part for 300, Nana. So 25 become a 300, the value become 12 times. Then what is the final calculation? See, so 2 into 300, 2 into 300, the value becomes 600. So here the value become 12 rupees. Now the value become exactly equal to 612. Then what is the question? Amount. What is the meaning of amount? Including principal and interest, Nana. Then see, 7,500, 612, the value become exactly equal to 8,112 rupees. 8,112 rupees. Understand very clear now? Just just keep it in mind those ratios 3:3:1, 2 is to 1, and what is the next one? 4:6:4:1. This way just calculated, guys. Let's try this question. That's very good, Nana. Next one. 8,000 become 9,261 in certain interval of time at the rate of 5% per annum compound interest. Now I am telling you guys, see, the amount formula exactly equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. For example, sometimes we need to calculate it for R value. Sometimes we need to calculate it rate value. Sometimes we need to calculate it n values. Whatever the question. Observe the concept. Then A by P exactly equal to 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Same thing. If you want R 1 plus R by 100 exactly equal to root A by P whole power n. Clear? If you want R by 100, if you want R by 100, the value become 1 minus nth root of A by P. Keep it in mind, guys. Simply, if the question related for finding the R percentage, if n value is given, for example, if n value is given for 2, you can write the ratio is square root of P is to square root of A, guys. If the question related for 3 years, you can write as cube root of P is to cube root of A. If question related for 4 years, the you can write as fourth root of P is to fourth root of A. Keep it remember. Now see, here the value become 8,000 become a 9261, and 8,000 become a 9261. Observe, guys, this is by 20 cube and this is for 23 cube, 20 cube and 23 cube. So this is 20 cube and this is the 23 cube. Clear? Now see, 20 divisible by 23. Sorry, it's a not a 23, it's a 21. Clear? 20 divisible by 21 whole cube. That is in terms of 20 divisible by 21. Exactly equal to 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. Now you can write these value. You can write these value, guys. Simply, guys, see here directly you can take it as a n value become a 3 years without taking any calculation. Simply directly take it as 20 by 21 whole cube. This is 20 cube and this is 21 cube. So directly you can consider the value becomes see 1 minus 1 by 21. 1 minus 1 by 21 exactly equal to 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. Clear? This is a whole cube now. Now if you compare these two values, you can get n value become a 3 now. N value become a 3. Here are the formulas. Just go to observation. The n value become exactly equal to 3. Why? Because both are perfect cube values. Get this question? Next, see guys. Find the compound interest on sum of 16,000 for 9 months, 12% per annum, the interest being compounded quarterly. See guys, what I mentioned in compound quarterly, rate of interest is equal to r by 4, time period is equal to 4 times. First you just convert the values. Now see, rate of interest is equal to r by 4 means 20 by 4. 20 by 4 the value become 5% is nana. 20 by 4 the value become 5% is nana. And 9 months time period means 4 into 9 by 12. You just write as a 9 by 12. 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 3 ones are 3. So the duration is exactly equal to 3 years. Now what is your calculation? If it is a 3 years, the ratio become 3 is to 3 is to 1. 3 is to 3 is to 1. So that is the boxes. Now see, majorly concentrated on 5%. 5% value how much nana? 1 by 20. 5% value become how much? 1 by 20. Now the see, 16,000 divisible by 21. 60,000 divisible by 20. Now see, 21 is 20. 20 become 800 nana. 20 become exactly equal to 800. This is the first box. If you want second box means 1 by 20th of 800, 1 by 20th of 800, the value become exactly 14 nana. For final box, 1 by 20th of 40 is equal to 20. Now 1 by 40 by 20 value become exactly equal to 2 nana. Now if you see the calculation, 8 threes are 2400, 3 fours are 120, left with the 2. The value become 2522. 2522. Clear? Next one. Next one, see. The sum of money at a compound interest amounts thrice itself in 3 years. Sum of amount thrice itself in 3 years. In how many years? It will be 9 times. It will be 9 times in how much of duration? Now see, I'm explaining. See, first go to concept. Amount formula is exactly equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Just go to procedure first of all. Amount is equal to 3 P nana into P 1 plus R by 100. It is happening for 3 years. Same thing. If 9P become a 9P in how much of duration? This is the question. Now see, just cancel P cancel. Now see, for this equation, 1 plus r by 100, you can write as these value become 3 power 1 by 3. Now 3 power 1 by 3. You just replace us here. Now 9 value become 3 power 1 by 3 whole power n. Now see, n value become 3 power n by 3. Now 9 can be written as 3 square. 3 square is equal to 3 power n by 3. If bases are equal, then equating the powers means n by 3. N by 3 is equal to 2. Then n value becomes 6 years. N value becomes 6 years. This is one of the approach. Up to 25 questions. You have 5 questions left. So this is the 6 years now. Otherwise, if any questions related for compound interest, see guys, for any amount is thrice. For example, P become 3P. Any amount become a 3 times, thrice, 3 times. It maintained as the same rate of interest, guys. It maintained as the same rate of interest with the same duration. Same duration with the same rate of interest, nana. Now, the thrice amount of 3p is equal to 9p, Nana. The thrice amount of 3p is exactly equal to 9 amount. Now, see, here it takes for 3 years with a some rate of interest. If same amount to be a 3 times means it takes only for 3 years, the rate of interest is equal to constant. Now, my question, p become a 9p, p become a 9p, it takes for only 6 years. So, this is the direct one. It takes for 6 years. Yes. Huh? Guys, check the calculations, guys. How we are doing the calculation? Next 21st question, see. A sum of money deposited at its compound interest amounts to 2,420 in 2 years and 2,662 in 3 years. Find the rate of interest. Now see, the amount become 2,420 in 2 years. Nana. 2,662 become 3 years, Nana. Then what is the rate of interest? See, because of rate of interest only, we are increasing the amount, guys. Because of rate of interest only, the amount is increases. Now, you can take it as this is the initial value. You can take it as this is final value. If any value changes, because of rate of interest, Nana. That's why the formula of percentage of change formula, you can take it as final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. Just 2,420 become 2,662. There is a amount is increases because addition of amount that is completely depends on R value only. Now to see how much rate of interest means, see 2 minus 0 is equal to 2, 6 minus 2 is equal to 4 and 6 minus 4 is equal to 2, Nana. Now see 242 rupees we are increases from 2,420. So 242 rupees increases from 2,420 means here the rate of interest exactly equal to 10%. The rate of interest exactly equal to 10%. The rate of interest exactly equal to 10% now. Guys, if you go with the formula means it takes a time now. What is the formula means? See 2,420 is exactly equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole square. 2,662 exactly equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole cube. Clear? So you can subtract it equation 2 minus equation 1, you can substitute it takes a time. But if you go to observation, if any amount is increases means because of addition of interest only, the addition of interest is based on rate value. So that's why this is considered as initial value, this is the final value. I just calculated percentage rate value. Don't go with any procedures, guys. Next. So I will tell you the only formulas, guys, but don't go with the formulas. Clear? See difference between the simple interest and compound interest. See the difference between the compound interest and simple interest. There is an amount of difference, guys. According to the formula, what is the compound interest formula? P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n minus of P nana. Again, simple interest formula PTR by 100. Then the amount is exactly equal to difference. If time is equal to 2 years, so if the difference between the simple interest and compound interest for 2 years, the formula is P into R by 100 whole square exactly equal to difference. Just replaces in the time n and t is equal to 2, you can get the final derivation is equal to P into R by 100 whole square. If time period is equal to 3 years, if you substituted 3 in this above equation, you left with a formula P into 3 plus R by 100 into here R by 100 whole square exactly equal to difference. So these are the two formulas if the difference of 2 years and difference of 3 years. Yeah. Now I'm telling you that don't go with the formulas, guys. Go with the calculation only. These are the formulas in your textbooks. I just mention it. But I'm telling you the one of the most important point. For example, there is a 100 rupees. There is a 100 rupees. With a rate of interest is equal to 10%. If these amount, if you deposited in simple interest, you earn say 10 rupees now. You earn say 10 rupees. If same amount, if you deposited in compound interest, if you deposited in compound interest, what is the formula according to that? So 100 into 1 plus 10 by 100. So this is for first year minus of 100. Now see, in 10 cancel, the value become 110 minus 100. The value become 10. Now, what is the observation? If you go with any amount, if you deposited with the same rate of interest in simple interest or compound interest, the first year interest is always constant. The most important point, the first year interest always be the constant. From second year onwards, the value is changes. By from second year onwards, the value changes. So simple interest is calculated based on principal for throughout the duration. But if it is a compound interest, so first year they calculated based on principal. For second year they calculated based on principal and based on interest only. That's why from second year inwards the values are changes, but simple interest the values are constant. But the common feature for first year interest of simple and compound interest is same. Keep remember these particular point. This is the most important part, Nana. For a first year, the simple interest value exactly equal to compound interest. Is it clear the information? Oh, you just go with the questions. Go with the questions. Don't go with the formula, guys. How I'm doing now? See, first of all, 62 by 3 percentage. 62 by 3 percentage. The value become exactly equal to 1 by 15. Means 6 3s are 18, 20 by 3, 200. The value become exactly equal to 1 by. This is the first important. So the difference between the compound and the simple interest in a certain sum of money for 3 years. For 3 years is exactly equal to 62 by 3 percentage per annum is 185 rupees. Find the sum. Sum means we need to find the principal. Just observe, guys. We don't know the principal. See, we need to assume a principal. We need to assume a principal means I just assume a value is exactly equal to 15 cube, Nana. 15 cube. I just assume a value of 15 cube. That is better. Why? Because here the denominator value is exactly equal to 15. Now, if you want simple interest. So simple interest value exactly equal to 1 by 15th of 15 cube. The value become exactly equal to how much, Nana? 15 square. See, guys, how I'm doing the calculation. So we need to calculate a difference for 3 years. So I just assume a principal. Don't assume it 100. Why? Because the calculation goes for decimal. Now I am take it as these based on these denominator for 3 years. I just assume 15 cube. Point number 1. For simple interest, 1 by 15th of 15 cube for 1 year is equal to 15 square is the simple interest for 1 year. For a 3 years, for a 3 years, the simple interest is equal to 3 into 15 square. Up to now, is clear or not? First confirm, guys. Guys, is clear? I am not taking any formula. I am going with a normal approach. First, I just assume a principal. So, assumption of principal can be considered based on the denominator. What is the denominator value? 15. I just assume 15 cube as a principal. If it is a 15, if it is a 2 years concept, consider 15 square. If it is a 1 year, consider as a 15. Based on the denominator value, you just assume a principal. Now, 15 cube is equal to principal. For a simple interest means 1 by 15th of 15 cube. Nana. 1 by 15th of 15 cube is equal to 15 square. For a 1 year, 15 square. For 3 years is equal to 3 by 15 square. That is the simple interest. If you have the compound interest, what is the terminology? 3 into this particular part plus 3 into this particular part and previous part. Now you can go with a 1 by 15th of 15 cube is equal to 15 square. So that's why I'm taking the value. So if you take it as 15 cube, in the cube value of denominator doesn't take any decimal value. We can't get any decimal. Nana. Then this particular box is equal to 1 by 15th of 15 square is equal to 15. Nana. And this particular box value become exactly equal to 15. Is it clear? Now, the difference between these two values is equal to 184. The difference between the two values is equal to 184. Now you can cancel the numbers. These number cancel. Finally, we left with the 3 5s are 15. 15 plus 15 is equal to 60. 60 parts is equal to 184. Now we need to find the principal. Principal is equal to 15 cube. Means 15 into 15 square. 15 square is equal to 225. Is equal to how much? So now you can cancel 4 15 ones are 15, 15 fours are none. So again, if you go with the cancellation 4 table, 4 fours are 16, 4 6 are 24. So answer 225 into 46. Now you just calculated the value. 46 5s are 230. 23 write down. 46 twos are 92. 92 plus 23, the value become 115. 115 means 5 here, write down the 11 here. Again, 46 twos are 92. 92 plus 11. 92 plus 11, the value become 103. So answer is equal to 10350. 10350. Yes. 15 ones are 15, 15 fours are 4, 16, 24. Okay. 25 into 46 na. 20 into 45, 60, 46 5 are 230. 23 carry forward. 46 to the 19, 115. Here 11 carry forward. So 46 to the 92. 2 plus 11 is 03. So answer 10,315 Anna. Here there is no option. Answer 15. Oh, 46 into 225 Anna. 225 into 46. 10,350. 10,350. Is it right? No. Ready to know. 5 are 45. 45 plus 15 is equal to 6. Equal to 184. They given as a 184. They become a 184. Find the principal is equal to 15 cube. 15 square is equal to 225. Okay, no problem. 15 so 440. So 10,350 is the correct answer. Don't worry. So calculation is pakka correct. So go with the calculation, Anna. Just make a correction. Maybe I took a wrong options. Yes. Maybe I took a wrong options. Let's go through the next one. Try this question, Anna. Next question, John. See, the difference between the compound interest and compound annually for 2 years is equal to 20%. Per annum is equal to 144. Find the principal. Same amount. See, now the 20% as now 20% value become 1 by 5. Now it is a 2 years. You just assume 25 rupees is a principal. You just assume 25 rupees as a principal. For a simple interest exactly equal to 1 by 5th of 25 is equal to 5 rupees. For 1 year is equal to 5 rupees. For 2 years exactly equal to 10 rupees. Now, if you want the compound interest, the ratio become exactly equal to 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1 means simply see. So 2 is to 1 means first of all 2 into 1 by 5th of 25 is equal to 5. Again 1 by 5th of 5 is equal to 1 guys. Now see these two values are cancelled. Now see 1 become 144, 1 become 144, then 25 parts become how much? Simply cross multiply them. 144 into 25 into 25 can be written as 100 by 4. None 100 by 4 you just write down. Now see 4 3s are 4 3s are 12 and 4 6 are 24. The answer become 3600. The answer become 3600. So don't go with any formula, just go with the calculation. Next one. Guys, a sum of 4,800 is invested at compound interest for 3 years. The rate of interest is 10%. The rate of interest is 20%. The rate of interest is 25%. First, second, and third years respectively. Find the interest received at the end of 3 years. Guys, see for this type of any question, don't go with the direct one. See, 10% is converted into fraction 1 by 10. What is your observation? For every 10 rupees, he earns a 1 rupee. He earns a 1 rupee interest means he earns an amount of 11 rupees. This is the principal and this is the amount. This is the first year, Nana. For second year, 20% means that is value become 1 by 5, Nana. 20% means 1 by 5. If you take it as a 5 rupees, you need to pay 1 rupee extra at the end of an year. You just pay 6 rupees. Again 25% Nana. 25% you just consider for 1 by 4th. 1 by 4th means if you take it as a 4 rupees at the end of duration, you need to pay 5 rupees. This is the calculation. Just multiply. Before multiply, is there any cancellation? 5 cancel, Nana. 2 times and 3 times. Now see 22 tens are 20. 11 threes are 33. Then what is observation? If you take it as a 20 rupees, at the end of duration, you can get 33 rupees. At the end of the duration, you can get 33 rupees. Means if 20 units is equal to principal, interest is exactly equal to 13 units. 20 units is equal to principal and 13 units is related for interest. Now see, what is the comparison? A sum of 4,800 means 20 units is equal to 4,800. Nana. 0, 0 cancel. This is the value of exactly 204. What is the question? Find the interest. Interest exactly equal to 13 units. Now the answer becomes 240 into 13. 13 zeros, zeros. 13 fours are 42. 13 twos are 26 and 30. So answer 3020. The answer become exactly equal to 3020. Sorry, it's a 3120, no, 50. So answer 303120. Now the answer become 3120. Next one. At what rate per annum 2304 become 2500 in 2 years compounded annually? So I clearly mentioned the guys. See, 2304 become a 2400 for 2 years means consider under the root value of 2304, under the root value of 2500. Yeah. First of all, take a value first. See, why? Because if you go to the formula, see, Nana, formula amount is exactly equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n, Nana. Now, A by P exactly equal to 1 plus R by 100 whole power n, Nana. If you want rate of interest means under the root of A by P. That is the theory I mentioned earlier now. That's why here the principal is equal to 2304. Amount is equal to 2500. You just cancel the 4 table. Just go to 4 table. 4 5s are 20. 4 5s are 20, Nana. We have a 30. Clear? 4 4 7s are 28 and again 4 6 are 24. The value become 576. Here same thing, you just go to the fourth table. 4 6 are 4 6 are 24 and 4 2s are 8. 4 5s are 20. So this is 625. Now it is a 2 square means find the under the square root and under the square root. So 576 and 245. This is the value of 24 is to 25. Now 24 become a 25. The percentage value become 1 by 25th of 100. 1 by 25th of 100. The value become exactly equal to 4 percentage now. Sorry, it's initial value, no, sorry, 1 by 24th of 1 by 24th of 100. No, 1 by 24th of 100, 24 become exactly equal to, just go to cancellation, 24 fours are 96, left with a 4 by 24, so the value become 4 1 by 6. 24 become a 25, 24 become a 25 means 25 minus 24 by 24 into 100, then calculated the value become 4 1 by 6 percentage. This is one more question. Now see, 9 months compounded quarterly. Quarterly, what I mentioned, rate of interest is equal to R by 4th, time period is equal to 4 times. Nana. Time period is equal to 4 times. Now see, T into 4 into time period is equal to 9 by 12. 9 by 12 exactly equal to 3 years. So 3 years means what is the formula? Cube root of principal into cube root of amount. So previous question related for 2 years, Nana. That's why square root of P is to square root of A. This is question related for 3 years. Why? Because you can calculate it based on compounded quarterly means cube root of P is to cube root of A, Nana. Just calculate it first of all, see. And what is the rate of end quarterly? Guys, mm, uh, just wait, Nana. What rate per annum will rupees 32,000? I forgot to take this value, guys. See, what rate of annum will 32,000 yields to a compound interest of 5044 in 9 months, interest being compounded quarterly. See, here principal is equal to 32,000 and interest is equal to 5044. 5044 means the total value become, why? Because amount means including interest, Nana. So 37,044. 37,044. Just cancel the number, see. 4 ones are 4, 4 8,000 times. Again, 4 become 30, 4 nines are 4 twos are 4 eights are 4 ones are. The value become 9 to 6 ones are 4 6 are 24. No, So 9 to 6 1. So this is related for under the cube root. 3 years no. So cube root and cube root. So cube root of 8000, this is 20 nana, this is 21. Now 20 become a 21, the value become 1 by 20th of 100. 1 by 20th of 100, the value become exactly equal to 5%. Now what is the observation? Most of the students they choose as a none, guys. But see, if you get 5% is compounded quarterly. But here answer per annum. Per annum means you should multiply with a 4 times nana. Now the answer become 20%. Most of the students they choose as 5%, but see guys, according to your calculation 5% you can get on compounded quarterly, but here question related for per annum nana. Per annum is related for 5 is multiple with 4, the value becomes 20%. And this is the homework question, just write. This is the entire question, just go with the calculations guys. Compound interest in calculation is most important. Is there any doubt? Yes guys, is there any doubt? Guys, is there any doubt in the today's session? Just go through that compound interest calculation guys. If you understand the calculation, then you can easily handle the questions guys. And go the concept is most important for quantitative aptitude. If you are good at a concept, then you can easily solve guys. So there is a no doubt, sir. Is there any doubt, Nana? Guys, is there any doubt? Yes, good night guys, see you in the tomorrow session.